Dana, you were just talking to Mighty Mouse over on the side of our set here. What were you telling him?
He's ridiculous. So I'm walking by him and I hear him asking his coach, so what did I do wrong? And I stopped and said, what did you do wrong? The answer is nothing. You couldn't have fought a more perfect fight. I mean, if you look at, this guy continues to evolve and get better when he's already the pound for pound best fighter in the world. He absolutely demolished him on his feet. The punch stats were ridiculous. Then what does he do? He jumps down to the ground. How many people do you see really going for arm bars these days? It's a dangerous move these days. Puts you in a bad position. A lot of people can get out. He arm bars a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion. What did you do wrong tonight? Nothing. Maybe he ran out too fast during his walk-in or something. I don't know. I mean, the kid's amazing.
What is his future? We heard Brian Stan ask him in there, is this a time you go up to bantamweight? What happens? I know you don't like matchmaking on the night of fights, but with a fighter that is doing something so historic, I know it's got to be at least on your mind a little bit.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Cody Garbrandt has no title defenses yet. He's coming in against a tough guy in TJ Dillashaw. If I'm Mighty Mouse Johnson, I continue, obviously the next fight breaks the record, and I would just continue to smash the record so bad that it can never be broken. And then, if somebody in the next division starts to get some wins under his belt and starts to take out some of the top competition, then maybe there's an opportunity for some type of super fight.
Yeah, absolutely makes sense. Let's talk about that co-main event. This was highly anticipated. Michelle Waterson and Rose Namajunas. Rose with the perfectly placed kick and then the submission finish. What did you think of that performance?
A ton of hype, behind the hottie after her win over Paige Van Zant. And, Rose came out tonight and looked like an absolute stud. I mean, the fight couldn't have gone more perfect for her, and I thought she looked incredible tonight. And I agreed with her after the fight. I think she's ready to challenge for the title.
The fight before this, she lost to Carolina. So have you seen her evolution as a mixed martial artist just in these last two fights where she lost to the person who became the contender and now she probably is the contender?
Yeah, well, if you look at how Carolina fought Joanna in that fight, I think that Rose probably learned a lot from that loss, just like all these guys do in this business. And she definitely came out and showed, what she's all about tonight.
Yeah. Someone else who did that was Robert Whittaker. He put it on Jacare. Tell me what you thought about that fight.
Yeah, Whittaker's a guy that I've been very high on for a very long time. Lorenzo texted me tonight and said, you have always said that this guy was the guy. And, tonight he showed it. It's one thing to think somebody's the guy. Tonight he came out and proved it. I said, this whole fight's going to be determined by the first clinch, and he got out of that trouble early with Jacare and came out and literally a flawless performance by him.
Yeah. And Dana, we're running out of time, but before I let you go, you told me off camera that something really cool happened here at this venue, if you don't mind sharing.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do, break records. We broke the highest grossing sporting event ever in this arena, so it was literally the perfect night.